What's going on, Doombots? We're going to do a offer review for new players. This is only for new players, and it's also assuming that you don't have infinite money. Because if you have infinite money, you doesn't matter if something is great or just a little bit good, so it really doesn't matter what I say. You're also probably not looking for advice on how to spend money unless you're trying to be a little bit thrifty with what you spend. So, starting off the bat, you're a new player, right? There's a lot of stuff you can buy. What you're not going to see here is something called the level up perks. I want to get them out of the way first. As you level up a character, as you complete storyline missions and do random things, offers are going to pop up for you telling you, hey, at level 10, you could buy a complete set of a character for like $3.99 or something. Hey, you completed New Stark. Would you care to buy this set? All of those offers are one-time purchases, except the level 10 offer that's for every character. But they only show up once when you complete the mission, getting a character to level 10 for the first time, completing the very first New Stark City game mode. Those are good offers. They give you a lot of value for their price. Look into them, right? I can't tell you they're good or bad. They're good value, but it adds up. Money adds up over time. So don't feel bad about buying them. You'll get pretty decent rewards. Just remember that most things you buy can be character locked, or they get sent to your mail. So whomever you open that mail on becomes the lock-in. So that's it for the things that I can't show you right now. You'll see them, trust me. They're all decent, right? General rule of thumb, if it's under $5, it's pretty okay purchase. If it's under $10, your mileage may vary, and when you start getting over $10, that's when you start being a little bit more discerning on your purchases. Speaking of, we have the specialty bundles. So you're going to see a lot of $44.99. No matter what character you start with, you're going to see the option for these bundles. These bundles are, at absolute best, okay. Yes, you could buy them. You could spend $44.99 or whatever your local price is, and you could buy this, and your character will be relatively good without having to worry too much about gearing. It's a fine purchase. That said, getting this exact set is not hard, and you will get better items over time as you play through the game on its own. So, is it worth it? Yes, maybe for the first time you're leveling through the game, just to feel a little bit stronger with the character. But generally speaking, these sets aren't particularly great, so don't go out of your way for them. Then you have the 2000 core sets, or gem sets, or diamond sets, or crystal sets. Again, same kind of rules apply. Some of them are a little bit better than others because of their crit rate and what skills they move up, like what depending on the character. They're great options, right? You can feel free about buying them and not like you wasted your time. So, not the worst thing you can get. But again, more of a niche thing that you're going to pick up. This is roughly like $25, I think, in USD. So, $25 can go a lot further than that, but if you don't care, then go ahead and buy it. Costume, Omega card, and Xanderth sets. You get what you pay for with these, but it doesn't matter. Costume sets are whale territory. I like to buy 110 pull on every character when I hit level 100, just in case I get lucky and get a decent costume set or a decent pull or something like that. It's also a lot of resources, but you're not going to be gearing your character through RNG pulls and crossing your fingers. This is the worst part of the gacha of the game. So you can buy it. It's fun. You get to open things. It's okay. It's not great value, but it's pretty decent. The Omega card ticket, on the other hand, the Omega cards are relevant. When you buy the tickets, you can put them on any character. Same with any ticket, costume ticket, dimension box ticket. You can move them to any character you want. You can open on whatever. But Omega cards are the ones that you can move a little between characters, but the more you invest in them, the more they benefit one character in particular. Costumes are only ever useful on the character you're using. At least you can get some value, especially for like leveling alts and stuff while you're building up character stuff, from Omega cards. So Omega cards are a little bit better than costumes, but that's on you and how much you want to spend. This is a great starting set for your starting character. It's not bad. For like $25, the Xanderth 2 set is a pretty reasonable set all in all. Gives you some pretty decent stats. It's a 4-piece set, so you can get a 2-piece set from something else and get a little bit of a bonus there. That's part of the itemization videos I've done before. This isn't terrible. It's not the best set in the game by any margin. And every character has a different kind of set. Plus, we're not going to go into details of like what stats roll and whatever. it's on yours. Core Deluxe Bundle, no. Just no. Okay? There's no reason. You get so many cores from playing the game. Like, just wait, right? If you want to have the absolute best of the best of the best with honor, sir, like, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. But realistically, the difference between a 4-star, a 5-star, and a 6-star core is only going to matter when you're facing off against other people with 6-star, 5-star, and 4-star cores. And that's PvP, not PvE stuff. Their benefit, like if you get a 6-star or a 5-star core, yes, you'll be stronger. Duh. But don't go out of your way to buy this stuff. There's so many things that make you stronger than cores, and you get so many cores just laying on. The streets are littered with cores no one wants. Most of the time, you're just dumping cores in the convergence reactor or something, so don't worry about it. These are the random little fun stuffs. You know, you get 2 costume draw tickets and 3 of these. You can buy these every week. These are more of your, like, whatever. I'll give them like $4 or $5, $6 every couple of times. Again, if you thought these were worth it, then these are definitely worth it too. Like, you're spending a little bit of money, you're getting some decent costumes. Remember that the lowest costume you can draw is a blue, which is a 3-star, and that's worth, you know, either 6 greens or 36 whites, or grays, or whatever you want to call it. Kind of the same thing with everything else here. Not a bad use. I think the Dimension Box tickets are great because of what's in the Dimension Box. We'll look at that in a second. But other than that, it's no big deal. Then you have the new Agent Welcome Kit. It's free, obviously. You have the Alpha and Omega Future memberships. These are your like subscription services, basically. Cheap one, expensive one. These give you a ton of crystals, and you can use those how you see fit. I like them because I know I'm going to be playing this game a lot. I know I'm going to be logging in every day. If you're not, even if you don't log in every day, it gets sent to your mail. You will get your 30 days worth of value out of them. It's up to you. Right? Like, I like the subscription services that give me gems so I can have a little bit more freedom with what I spend my gems on. You might not. And then, as you can see, I've already purchased the monthly costume bundle. Basically, this is just a 4-star costume for $9 for me. Might be different for you. Hard to come across 4-star costumes, and I'm a little bit of a gambler. I give them $10 all the time to maybe get a costume, especially on some of my alts, or if I decide, hey, I'm going to switch characters. That's when I choose to buy this costume on that character. It's a monthly purchase, because if it wasn't, I'd buy it more. That's it as far as the featured offers. We can look at draws. Again, we've already talked a little bit about the costumes. They're cool, but this is complete RNG on this. Right? Like, you have no control over what you get or how you get it. The best items in the game, as you've heard, are regional gear. That doesn't mean they're the only thing. That doesn't mean you don't work on stuff. Most of the costumes are just cool looking. And some of them have pretty decent set bonuses. Not this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. You know what I mean. But, you know, like, you'll get plenty of costumes through play. You can do anything you want. These aren't terrible. Obviously, you have different types of costumes. This is the bonus one. You can switch it over. This is the generic draw. Whatever makes sense to you. You know what I mean? This all works for you. I like to buy costumes sometimes when I'm feeling fun, but the value in buying costumes is really just to feed the costumes you have to get the raw materials, less about crossing your fingers and hoping. Omega cards, I love purchasing this. I think you will love it too, because one, the only way to get these special cards is through this system. And 2, even if you get a set on a character you don't like, it doesn't make much of a difference. That's where the exclusive stat comes in. So, like, for example, Storm's exclusive stats are right here. You still get bonus stats. You could still use them on other characters, especially while you're leveling them. And any characters that come out down the road, you could just move them over while you try to itemize the character a little bit more. That's up to you. But really, you just kind of want to look at what the 2 and the 4 set bonuses are for what you're doing. Dimension Box, already said it. Amazing. The drop rates on Dimension Box, just to show you. This is where you can get a decent amount of cores and a decent chunk of these little blueprints that you need for your squad rank stuff. Sim particles are in it. Nothing bad in here, right? There's things that are suboptimal, like a 10 pull of this isn't the best thing you can get. But these are the 3-star options. This is over half of the time you're going to pull something from here. About a third of the time, you're going to pull 4 stars. It's all the 3-star stuff with some squad rank XP, some of these enhancers. Again, the potential reports are probably the best. The cores, whatever. These boxes give you good stuff, and they're cheaper. For every 1 Omega card or costume draw, you can draw 2 of these. And then we have the rares. These are 5s. If you pull a 5, it's guaranteed to be something kind of useful to you. Obviously, like, this is a ton of squad rank XP, and these are always going to be relevant for you. I like these. I like the value of them. Are they the best things in the game? No, but if you're willing to do a 10x pull, you know, for very low amount, you'll get some stuff out of it. As for the perks, we've already talked about a lot of these memberships for the daily stuff. These are basically like calendars you buy. What you don't see here is play perk stuff. So what I have is this one left because I bought all the other ones. The other ones are like when you hit level 50, when you hit level 100, when you hit squad rank level 100. It gives you a ton of crystals, a ton of them, like almost double what you're paying in money for. Even this one, for completing all of the, you know, the epic missions, like one time through the story for $90, it's about $90 worth of gems, worth of crystals, like what it costs to get them. And then it's some draw tickets, some custom draw, you know, different kinds of draw tickets randomized, and then one guaranteed 5-star region costume piece. This is a good value for what you're spending. You're getting a ton of different stuff for $90. You're gonna get it's like a real big booster set. But again, same thing, make sure you like the character you want before you go ahead and buy it. Don't buy it on someone that isn't. So I'll pick it up eventually. I just don't know for whom yet. Probably one of the next characters, and it doesn't seem like it's going away anytime soon. But any of these play perk offers that you're going to see, absolutely worth it if you're in the mood to spend, because you're getting way more gems than you'd ever begin to think about. Bundles. The Alpha Starter Bundle is decent because potential reports are like the hardest thing to come by. Couple of tickets, couple of gems, fine. The Omega Starter Bundle, same thing. If this one was worth it, so is this one. It just depends on your wallet. The Weekly Power-Up Bundle, this is kind of a trap. It's good value, but, like, who cares? Again, I would trade these custom draw tickets for either of these two in a heartbeat. Not bad value. You get a decent amount of crystals and everything. The Weekly Hero Upgrade is one of the offers that it appears they changed the price on. This offer used to be basically a squad rank up offer, so it might go up. And then we have the normals, which maybe it's here. Here it is. Same things we've already talked about. Nothing really. The monthly core bundles, this is where you have your money. I don't like any core bundles. The Dimension supply box, nothing crazy. Potential supply bundle, I buy this all the time because this is 200 potential supports. And it's hard to get potential otherwise. This is like the best use for your gems and for your money, generally speaking, because potential reports limit you. After you clear through a level 100 with the character, you can only get about 100 a week consistently. Sometimes you can get lucky, pull some out of a different orb. But this is basically the only reasonable way to get these things. So I'm going out of my way on my main character to pick up as many of them as I can. Plus, you could store them. So if you do decide you don't want to put them on a main character, it's okay, just throw them in your storage. Weekly Squad Upgrade Bundle. Same rules apply. This was the offer that it's relevant early, so the earlier in the game you are, this is going to help you the most because it'll save you time from having to switch between alternate characters. And of course, squad rank makes everybody stronger, so the more you get through this, the better off you're going to be. I bought this 3 times on the first week, once in the second week, never since. Squad rank after a while just becomes kind of like leveling. There's no major difference besides being stronger that making your squad rank go up will do. So generally speaking, that's just kind of my fun, like what I do as I play through the game. I'm not chasing anything, but the value is there. The upgrades are there. You get a decent amount of crystals. Early on, this offer is great. The diminishing returns are crazy. The weekly enhancers, we're not even looking at this one. If you're spending money, your characters are getting stronger. These things are supposed to bridge your characters from where they are to where they should be. Just spend money making your character stronger. Don't spend money making your character temporarily stronger. So I don't know what these offers are for or who they're for. I've never needed them. I use them now for funsies. Like when I'm like, I want to beat this in 2 minutes instead of in 3 minutes. If you want to get like a kill on the hardest bosses in the game as quick as possible, I could see you running out of these for testing stuff, but realistically, not really a great offer. We've already talked about the costumes, the cards. Yeah, this is everything. Okay, now we can go to consumables. This is pretty much where you're going to be spending the majority of your money. You're going to be buying med kits on your characters, your money in game. I try to pick up some of these as I run out. Eventually, I just save and start dusting more and more materials so I don't have to worry too much about it. But in case of a pinch, if you need to get a couple more stable or crystallized convergium, you can do them here. The squad name change ticket, I don't know how many times you plan on changing your name, but it's here. Gateway tickets, trust me, if you ever run out of gateway tickets, which are transferable between characters, one purchase a year might be enough. You're not really teleporting that often, and even when you are, it's not crazy. Raid reward tickets, you could buy these. Ooh, fun. So you could buy these for gold as opposed to gems later on. And it's great to get these up because raids are limited per day. That's pretty much it for the consumable section. There's not much going on here. Tokens is where we're really going to look at stuff. So friendship tokens you get every day from sending and receiving gifts from friends. The biggest things here, as is tradition, are right here, the Convergium particles. You really shouldn't be spending anything on 1 to 3 star costume boxes. This is more of a, in an emergency, you're missing one piece that you can use to progress everything up. Don't really go, never this, like ever buy this core box. And the synchronized particle, I don't know. Synchronized particle is gambling. If you're a gambling fan, go ahead and buy it. There just isn't enough stuff in this store to justify me spending a ton, but I will go a little bit out of my way to pick these up pretty much every week. As long as you have an active friends list, you should be okay. Omega War, kind of the same thing. These Omega card boxes and the level 100 battle badge, you can do this. It's a great way to try to get a little bit better resources, but just remember, badges that aren't at least purple are kind of useless, and if you're not guaranteed to get anything but a 3 from these, so, and it doesn't really show the drop rate too well either. It does, right here. So you can get some decent stuff out of this. It's not terrible, but at the same time, half the time you're getting a 3, over half the time, you know, so I don't really find it much value. Same thing, regional costume materials, that's okay. If you happen to need any of these, that's very expensive, but okay. And then the same thing works here. The Dimension Duel, potential reports. Buy the potential reports every day. Buy the potential reports every day. Buy the potential reports every day. Everything else, that's just depends on how many points you get. Like, if you're doing well, you could buy more Convergium boxes. You could buy more squad ranks. That's up to you. But as long as you, every week, every time you can, you buy the potential report, it's the only way you're going to get them for free. So make sure you have enough every week to get those. Everything else is completely up to you. Then we have special tokens. These are the pity section. Every week, they change what costume is in the costume selection box, or every 7 days, apparently. Right now, it's New Stark City. Great for characters like Captain Marvel. Not so great on anybody else. But hey, if you want that New Stark City bonus, go get it. Outside of it, it's a guaranteed 5. Maybe not the right slot, but you should be okay. The premium supply bundle, not so great. The guaranteed 5s. These guaranteed 5s are absolutely worth it. Even the core box is worth it because a 5 is just really good. So as you get pity and pity and pity and pity, selection box, it's even better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant the set. So overall, should be reasonable. No matter what. So you're in a good spot if you are spending some amount of money or opening a bunch of stuff, not getting what you want. This is the pity section. You know, eventually you can just wait to make sure it's got the title you want and then go ahead and pick it. Now, right now, I'm assuming it's going to change from New Stark City. I hope it is, but because I want Hydra and some Midgard stuff, but we'll see. Outside of that, we have the spending. I really don't have to go into detail on this. If you're ever completely out of gold, you can buy a ton of gold for some amount. This is about maybe $12 worth. Crystals, money, right? In-game currency. Get them where you get them. And that's pretty much it as far as how you're going to spend your resources in the game. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Have a good night. Have a great day. I've been Tony Scungili, and I will catch you later.